Hey guys, Buckskin Snuggy here with a couple of quick tips in regards to the Astral Diamond Exchange. Now if we quickly bring up the menu, you'll see on the very bottom there in the Buy Zen section, there's a bunch of Zen being available for sale at different prices. Now, if you want to be converting Astral Diamonds into Zen, you basically jump onto the Buy Zen page here. As we can see, there's a bunch being sold for 142 each, and then there's also some being sold at 141 each. These prices are going to fluctuate throughout the day, and we're actually pretty lucky because these prices are extremely cheap compared to the PC. I think the PC is almost about 500 Astral Diamonds per Zen, and we're getting ours for around the 140 to 145 range, which is absolutely amazing. I think the only reason why that is like that for the PC is because there were some people that exploited the game and they farmed out a bunch of Astral Diamonds and basically flooded the market. And that's one thing that's really going to determine the prices for this game is how much Astral Diamonds are out in the economy and in regards to how much Zen there actually is available. So if you do have any Astral Diamonds that you do want to convert, like as we could see here, there is a bunch being sold at 141. So honestly, I know that some people are going to be selling some at 140 right now, so I would try to get as much as I could, in regards to Astral Diamonds and whatnot. So you type in the price, like when you come in here, it's probably going to be the exact same as what's available. But as you'll see for me, I'm going to post at 140 because that's what I want to be buying at. I have 14,000 Astral Diamonds right now at the bottom. So basically, I'm going to punch in 100 Zen that I want to buy. And as you can see, I have just enough to pull it off. So I'm going to press A to make a post, and it will basically tell you, like, yeah, you want to buy 100 Zen at 140 each. It's going to cost you 14,000. So once you make the post, you'll notice over on the right hand side here it will be listed. It says buy 100 at 140, costing me 14,000. So quickly just jump over here to if you take a quick look at this sell Zen, you'll see that selling on the sell Zen page at the bottom for the purchase requests, these are what people are ready to buy initially. 26,900, so almost 27,000 Zen basically already spoken for at 139 each. So what that basically is going to mean on the sell Zen page here is that 27,000 Zen is going to have to be sold at 139 before you would be able to buy any at 139. Okay? So if we quickly jump back into the buy Zen, you'll notice that these are the actual available quantities listed right now. So nobody is actually selling anything for 139 each. So you will have to kind of watch the market a little bit. Like I said, it's going to fluctuate a lot. Like say hypothetically, if I wanted to sell some Zen, as we could see here at 141 each, there's still 900 to be sold. So if I wanted to sell maybe 100 Zen at 141, I could make a quick post here. I will basically make 14,100 Zen. So if we look at this page on the left back on the buy Zen, we're going to realize that 3,000 Zen is going to have to be sold first before mine is actually sold. You know what I mean? And people are going to be buying and selling constantly in this game because people want to be using their Astral Diamonds to buy different weapons and equipment in the auction house, and people are going to be buying and converting Zen to basically, buy in-game items such as companions, mounts, profession packs, different grab bags and whatnot. And yeah, like even things for the keys for the lock boxes. Now the keys for the lock boxes, I kind of really do not recommend buying them. The drop rate for the drakes and different stuff are very, very slim. You kind of have to spend a lot of money. I personally bought about 10 keys. I opened 10 lock boxes. I got pissed all. It was kind of a waste of money in my opinion. Okay, so as we could see, about a couple of minutes have gone by. We actually haven't been able to buy any yet or sell any yet whatsoever. As you can see here, I'm trying to sell 5,000 at 142. Still trying to make the different orders that I placed just a couple of minutes here to show you guys. Now, another thing to quickly note here, Zen is not character bound whatsoever. If you have any Zen on any character, it can be basically handled and dealt with throughout any character that you own in the game. But Astral Diamonds, say if my Control Wizard has 10,000 Astral Diamonds, if I change characters and go to my trickster rogue will not have those 10,000 diamonds. He will basically have whatever he has on him. Okay, as you can see right now, so we did just end up selling 100 Zen for 141. So now quickly what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to withdraw. So I press Y button. I press Y button again because I want to withdraw them all. And now as you can see, they're listed at the bottom of the screen there. I have my 14,187 Astral Diamonds. So because I sold those at 140, how about I try to buy 101 at 140? And if you quickly take a look there, I basically made 100 Zen just by selling them at a higher price, if I could potentially buy them at 140. You know what I mean? So there are different ways to play the market. If you can, buy Zen for cheap and sell it for a higher price. Now, it is a little bit risky doing this because you're going to notice, like I said, the prices are going to fluctuate a lot. You really kind of got to get used to it. I was able to do this last night. I was at, I believe, 6,500 Zen or something like that, and I was buying them at 140 and selling them for 141. Okay, so basically with my 6,000 Astral Diamonds, every time I did that, or with my 6,000 Zen, sorry, every time I did that, I potentially made one Astral Diamond profit for every Zen that I sold, right? Okay, so basically what it worked out to is when I sold the whole lot of them, I was basically making 6,000 Astral Diamonds every time I did that. So I would buy more Zen at a cheaper price, sell it for a higher price. So hypothetically right now, if I wanted to do this, I would keep trying to sell my Zen at 141. So I'll punch in 1736 because that's what I have right now, right? So I could potentially make 244, 776 for Astral Diamonds. And then as soon as those Astral Diamonds are sold, I will basically try to be buying more at 140. But like I said, one thing to keep in mind though is 24,000 is listed at 141. So those 24,000 are going to have to sell before mine sells, okay? Because it's kind of first come, first serve. You're going to notice that it's based on order placement. So as you can see, there's a bunch of people who have been placing orders to sell Zen before I have. So as we can quickly see there, it dropped down to 22,000. Now, it basically goes, it's kind of a gamble. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slower. So, keep your eye on the market, and if you do tend to work the market a little bit, you could really make some good Astral Diamonds basically while you're running off fighting dragons or doing dungeons. As soon as you're done the dungeon, quickly just jump into the Astral Diamond exchange again and look and see where your bids are. Maybe some of your stuff is sold, maybe some of it's been purchased, and you can kind of jump back and forth between buying and selling. But honestly, like the best thing I could say too right now is because the Zen is fairly cheap, try to buy as much as you can. A lot of people are kind of hinting around saying that the prices might increase over time. So, buying Zen and kind of sitting on it for a while might be a really good investment. But like I said, the the exchange rate is going to fluctuate. It might actually get cheaper. It might get more expensive. Like about, I believe, a week and a half ago, Zen was selling for about 170 Astral Diamonds per Zen, and now we're up to around the 141, 140 range. So, like I said, it's really going to fluctuate. Keep an eye on it. If you guys do have any questions or comments in regards to the Astral Diamond Exchange, please leave me a comment or a question below. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm sure this is a little bit confusing for a lot of new peoples, but like I said, the exchange rate is going to fluctuate. Try to get it for as cheap as you possibly can. So, like I said, once again, if you wanted to buy some Zen right now, and you want to get a fair price, I see that a shitload is being sold at 141, but there are going to be people trying to sell it at 140 because they want theirs sold right away. So, try to place your bid just a little bit cheaper than what's actually available. Save yourself some Astral Diamonds, and then when you're selling Zen, take a quick look here on the buy Zen and see what's available, because that's what's being sold. And then if you look at sell Zen, that's the purchase requests. That's what people want. So if I'm trying to sell Zen, I'm going to be trying to sell it at a decent price. Hypothetically, if I was trying to sell Zen at 142 each right now, there would be about 48 plus 24. What is that? That's basically like 72,000 Zen would have to be sold before my Zen could be sold at 142. So I wouldn't really want to be doing that because that honestly would take forever. That's potentially, like 5 or 6 hours, maybe up to a day. It depends on how much is being bought and sold, at a constant rate, and it's gonna fluctuate. There are times where I played late at night where it's really stagnant. A lot of people aren't buying and selling, but early in the day, throughout midday, afternoon, and whatnot, there's going to be quite a few being bought and sold. So, just try to keep an eye on it. It is kind of a tricky thing to learn, but I'm sure you guys will get the hang of it. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments or any tips in regards to the Astral Diamonds Exchange, please leave a comment below. I hope this video somewhat helped you out a little bit. It can be really confusing. I feel like I'm kind of beating a dead horse here. But yeah, just remember, if you are buying and purchasing different Zen, or selling Zen, and it has been finalized, just make sure you press that Y button a couple of times to withdraw it and exchange it to your character. And like I said, if you have multiple characters farming Zen in this game, try to buy up as much Zen as cheap as you possibly can. Exchange it, and as soon as you do get it back into your account balance, that Zen can be used throughout any character in the game. It's not character bound whatsoever, but Astral Diamonds is character bound, so you just kind of have to keep that in mind. You'll have to be jumping back and forth to purchase Zen with each different character. Yeah, man, hopefully you guys can be racking up some decent amounts of Astral Diamonds to get some Zen, and then you guys can buy that fancy ass spider or that fancy tiger mount, or you guys can get the draconian race. I heard that's a pretty cool race. I don't really have that yet, but as you can see, I'm up to about almost 7,000 Zen right now. I haven't dropped a single dime into this game. I've just been farming as much as I can throughout different professions such as leadership. I've been trying to do the dailies, racking up some astral diamonds, doing the daily missions, trying to sell different stuff on the auction house from doing loot runs. But yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys can definitely earn some good Astral Diamonds to be converting. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now because I really feel like I've been blabbing on. All right, thanks for the support, you guys. Hopefully this helped out, and I will see you guys on the next video.